On Christmas Day around 4:30, we were passing out dinners at the TLAC facility. While we were passing out dinners, I noticed an inmate tying a sheet to the railing on the upper tier. When I saw the sheet being tied, I figured what he's going to be doing, probably going to be jumping from the tier. Saw that the sheet was around his neck, so I grabbed a rescue blade and I ran over there. When I got to the sector, I started trying to talk him away from the ledge. At that point, he had already jumped over the railing and was on the unsecure side. I tried telling him it wasn't worth it and not to do it. At that point, he threw papers into the air. I figured that was his suicide note. So knowing that the jump was imminent, I ran up the stairs and I tried to physically restrain him from jumping. I grabbed onto his arm, and again, I tried talking to him, telling him not to do it. It wasn't worth it. We could work through it. At that time, he began fighting with me, tried pushing me away. I kept trying to grab onto his arm to prevent him from jumping. At that time, CSA Soriano showed up and he helped me hold on to the inmate.
So I ran all the way to the top tier. I grabbed the inmate and I told him, don't jump. So I held him back, and at that time, I got his attention, and I saw Deputy Rudy pulling his safety knife and cut the rope. And so I grabbed his t-shirt, and then Deputy Mier was on the bottom tier, and he held the inmate down and pulled him to safety and put him on the ground.
Since I saw Soriano and Deputy Rudy holding on to him, I figured that they were able to hold on to his shirt tight enough, so I just figured that I would stay down at the bottom of the tier, just in case something happened with it, let go. I figured that I'd be able to break his fall, or catch him, or at least keep him from harming himself even more. When I saw Rudy pull out his razor blade or the safety knife, and I just told him to cut it, and then as they were holding on to him, I could tell that the inmate was getting lower to the ground, so I just told him to let him go. And when they let him go, he just kind of landed into my arms, and then I was able to bring him to safety at that point.
The actions of all of us definitely helped him. I think he was very set on what he wanted to do that day, based off him going right out there and just tying the sheet and already having a suicide note ready. So I believe that all three of us and everyone that responded were able to help him that day, and hopefully to this day, he's grateful that we were able to save him.
I think that day everything was perfect. We are ready and trained and prepared for these type of situations. So at the end of the day, we went home and we were very happy, and we had a good Christmas.